Hello and welcome. This is going to be a daily, we're going to try to do these daily, channeled message for us all. And whenever these messages find you, regardless of the day, they're timeless. If it resonates for you, the message is for you as well. I will be honest, I started the first message and I deleted it. There was something that didn't sit all the way well with me as I was giving the message, and this is because of the energetics. I want to explain my experience through the energetics, and maybe you are having a similar experience. We're getting a lot of things shaken up yet again. I, for one, have moved from the energy of teacher back into student since May. So when things start to slow down or they're not working, you find yourself having setbacks, that is a good indicator that the universe, your guides are like, slow down. This is your time to learn something about yourself. We're trying to help you release some energies of the past, which have certainly been coming up for me, that I have been consciously working on for the past 7 years. And they're still there. As a reminder, they usually don't fully go away, but I mean, some of us can really usher through and move through old energies, old experiences, old versions of ourselves that have kept us feeling stuck, blocked, doubtful of ourselves, doubtful of the path. These are interesting times that we're living in. So I do want to share the card that I had pulled was envy. It's definitely an energy that I had been working with and working through for the past few weeks. It's been brought to my attention. And the card says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And it is very important that we totally embody and embrace and understand this, that when we start to look outside of ourselves and compare ourselves to others and how successful or not successful they are in their career or their love life or money or whatever, that is not doing yourself any favors, because whoever you're comparing yourself to has their own unique challenges. And most of the time we are not going to know what those are. But that is their path. We all have a birth chart. We all have a map of our life path. And it spells out, for those who really know how to dive deeply into the birth chart, especially through evolutionary astrology. There are other modalities to do this as well. When you dive deeply into that, you will see the challenges that you will be faced, the obstacles that will be presented in your path. And then we're always left with a choice. What are we going to do? When you compare yourself to others, you're taking yourself off of your path. You're completely taking your consciousness off of your destined path. So I wanted to share that, but we're going to get back in and shuffle the cards over again. Memories of love also came up, and I think I just spoke about that. Last week I had a very strong, not only through signs, through synchronicities, through dreams, through messages of somebody from my past, either telepathically communicating to me, whatever reason, I had to go back into that connection energetically to see, what is this about? Why is this calling me back? And it definitely showed me a father wound that still has some operating components within me that cause me to feel insecure, doubtful of myself, and doubtful of the path at times. Am I reading this right? Am I understanding this right? And yes, I am. I've been shown that, yet these parts within me, they're like inner child parts, from a father wound are still active. So I need to do more parts work. I've been doing more parts work with myself. But it's interesting. So if you have people from the past, memories from the past, these are key soul contracts that we had signed up to meet each other in this lifetime, to awaken each other up to an aspect of ourselves, or to grow, to shift, to change, to learn something important. And sometimes when, and these lessons are deep, so they go in waves and layers and stages. So when you find yourself reflecting back on a person or an event, this is why there's still more for you to bring to the surface, to see within yourself, and what it is that we must have the ability to truly let go and release of, as to the best of our ability, in order to move forward. Okay, so with that said, can we get a card, a message for today, please? Today being Monday, June 3rd. But again, these are timeless, so whenever you find this video, this message, if it's resonating for you, the message is most likely for you. Message, please, for us all. And throat chakra was the other card that came up in the last reading. Meaning, speaking your authentic truth, living, expressing your authentic truth, but more importantly, listening, active listening. Don't listen to know what to say next or how to react or respond next. Truly listen. Listen to what is being communicated and expressed. We have death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Pluto's very active. Definitely the planet of death and rebirth, transformation. And we are really working through some important things to put to an end, so that we truly can give ourselves the opportunity for a new beginning. Let's read it from the book as well. Death is nothing to fear, even if it's physical death. The soul, the spirit does not go anywhere. They just leave the body. And yes, the mourning is for those of us that are still on the planet, that miss the interaction and the encounters that we have with that soul incarnated in the body. But I don't feel that this is truly about this. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel the earth must eventually stop working. It's not meant to exist forever. The energy and consciousness that inhabited the body is free and returns to its natural home, but it never abandons us. Learn to view death as merely a change, and everything must change because stagnancy extinguishes progress. The same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it is time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. This is a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. Exactly, reiterating exactly what I was talking about with the previous card that I had pulled of memories of love. So there may be people from our past that are no longer in our life experience currently that we met to learn a lesson from for our own expansion, our own growth. And the death of that relationship is not something to mourn. It is something to see as a positive. If I wouldn't have had that encounter or that relationship, I would not have learned my patterns, my attachment style, my inner child work that needed to be done, the liberation that I needed to break free from some old beliefs, old constraints. This is coming up very heavily in the collective right now. So whether the past memories of love are from a family member or from a friend or a lover, they are resurfacing for this reason, to dive deeper within. What was this showing me? Is there something that I've missed? Is there something that is still active within me that no longer resonates with my current or future life path? Let's just get a couple more cards. Conflict and defeat. Yes, adversity was definitely another adversity and challenge was definitely another energy that was coming up for me earlier. We face obstacles, we face challenges, we have conflict and defeat. And typically when things, when we have setbacks, when things are not flowing smoothly, that is a very good indicator to slow down or even stop for a moment. What is this showing me? What is this teaching me? There's something that I need to go back within. He's going back down the stairs after multiple times of elevating to the light, back down into the inner psyche. There's a light here. There's something that has been illuminated. So not to look at conflict or defeat, obstacles or challenges as something that is being done to us to, put us down and shut us down, close us off, but to truly show us what we need to see is still active in our subconscious, in our psyche somewhere. And this is for spiritual and material prosperity. So I feel as though many people, myself included, have been facing some setbacks financially, career-wise, any projects or things that you were putting all of your attention and focus and energy into. And it's not to say that those things are not meant for you on your path, but that sometimes we need to take a stop, take a pause, take a breather, and go back within. What is still operating within me that is actually not serving my highest good, that will not serve me going forward in the direction that I'm headed? So it's not to say that you're not on the right path. We're always on the right path. You can't go on the wrong path. If you do, life will give us a course correction back in the direction that our soul incarnated here to have very specific experiences. So learning that endings are merely beginnings. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. We're going through quite the transformation right now, energetically, all of us, myself included. And it's big. It's huge. But do not let conflict and defeat take you down or close you off, close down your heart. If it does, recognize that. That will show you your weaknesses of where you do shut down. So in the future, we don't need to allow these things to close us off from life, close us off from our heart. So that is the message that I have for us all today. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.